The Election Commission, in accordance with Article 50 of the Constitutional Law of the Republic of South Ossetia, they have set a second round on the election of the President of the Republic of South Ossetia. They set a second round for presidential elections coming up April 24th. Shit. April 24th is the next rounds. I hope I've been saying April, not February. April. It just happened a week ago, and the second round is going to happen in a week from now. The president, the incumbent president, the de facto incumbent, Anatoly Bibilov, he got 33.5%, but the main rival, the opposition leader, the leader of the Nick Haas party, Alan Gagloyev, he got 37% is what they're saying here. So that's 3 or 4 vote difference. It's 1,000 vote difference. But the two, now, because it's a runoff election, you had 5 candidates. You take the top 2, you kick out the 3, and then those top 2 go against each other. So now it's just between those 2. So there's 3 other candidates. They all got kicked out, and I think all 3 of those candidates actually threw their support behind Alan Gagloyev. So Alan Gagloyev almost seems like he's, got this, it's Bibi loves to lose. Gagloyev has already won on his own accord. He beat those other 3 opposition parties, and with them backing him, that means you would assume all their votes are going to go to him. He's going to be the new president. I'm going to make that prediction right now. Alan Gagloyev is going to be the next president of South Ossetia come April 24th, 2022. There's another breakaway region of Georgia, Abkhazia on the Black Sea coast, said it supported South Ossetia's aspirations, but it did not share its goal to join Russia. So Abkhazia just wants to be its own independent nation. It doesn't want to be a Russian stooge. It doesn't want to be a little Russian bitch boy. But the South Ossetians, at least the current president, I don't know what this new president, I know he was an ex-KGB agent like 5 years ago. So I'm sure he's somewhat sympathetic to the Russians, but I don't know if he wants to hurry up and get South Ossetia right up into Putin's ass or not. So that's the, exciting shit that's happening in Georgia. In the early hours of Monday morning, Bibilov conceded that a runoff was inevitable. He says, as a presidential candidate, I'm happy to have a rematch in a runoff with Alan Edwardovich Gagloyev, the Ossetian version of Gagloyev's surname. Gagloyev or Gagloyev? What the fuck is going on? Because 2 ideologies are going to compete in the second round. Interesting. Bibilov is talking about his ideology is somehow better than Gagloyev's ideology. I presume you all to understand what ideologies I'm talking about. Wink, wink, wink. Bibilov wrote on his Telegram channel without specifying further. Telegram? What's up with this Telegram shit? I want to say fucking... What's his fucking face got a Telegram? Scott Ritter got a Telegram. So President Bibilov conceded that a runoff was inevitable. What's up with that ideology? What's he talking about with the ideologies? Well, we're going to have 2 different ideologies running against each other. Don't you want the right ideology? You want his ideology or do you want my ideology? I don't know the other guys. This guy is all about fucking Putin. He says, he doesn't say that, Russia is great at defending us. He's saying that when people attack Russia, we all defend Russia because we love Russia so much. So he's like a JFK, ask not what the country could do for you, what you could do for your country. That's what he's saying about Russia. He's not saying Russia's great because they provide all these services. They provide defense and protection. He's just saying, man, Russia's so great. If you fuck with them, I'll fuck you up. Stockholm Syndrome? Stockholm Syndrome much? Huh? So what ideologies are you talking about, goddamn Bibilov? Hey, Bibilov, what ideology are you talking about? I presume you all understand which ideologies I'm talking. No, I don't know which ideologies you're talking about. According to the local authorities, in addition to 6 electoral districts in South Ossetia, over 39,000 South Ossetians were eligible to cast their ballots in 2 polling stations in Vladikavkaz and Vladikavkaz in the Russian Republic of North Ossetia. They're fucking voting in Moscow too. They got voting booths in Moscow. Wonder how many votes come from Moscow. So they got, 2 polling stations in Vladikavkaz in the Russian Republic of North Ossetia and in Sukhumi, and in Moscow. People in fucking Moscow are voting. And then we also got some, Siberians voting in just for the Tiskhin Valley-born Alan Gagloyev, 41, led Nikhos since 2020. The party holds 4 seats in the 35-seat South Ossetian parliament. Gagloyev, then an employee of the local KGB, first ran for president in 2017. Though he failed to win more than 10% of the vote, in addition to losing, he was accused of several rivals of abusing his office. According to Echo Kaza, Gagloyev's parents, Edward Gagloyev and Zelina Bibilova, died during the 2008 August War. So he lost both of his parents in the 2008 August War. Observers from Russia, and I guess we got, who fired the first shot, right? Who did Fort Sumter? They shot Fort Sumter first, or how did this, did they sink the Maine? What happened? What was the cause, casus belli? What was the cause of the damn war? Observers from Russia, Venezuela, Abkhazia, and the Luhansk People's Republic oversaw the voting. Among those gathered were 3 of the presidential candidates: former MP Dmitry Tazoyev, Deputy Speaker Alexander Paliyev, who was nominated by the Popular Party, and MP Gary Moldarov. All of them have endorsed Gagloyev in the second round. That means Gagloyev has already won. He won by himself, and now he's got the supporter of all the other 3 candidates in the election. The task force of the Foreign Intelligence Service of the Republic of South Ossetia, with the direct assistance of South Ossetian volunteers, carried out a special operation in the city of Mariupol to prevent the export and interception of secret documents of the main department of the Security Service of Ukraine in the Donetsk and Lugansk regions. Lugansk or Luhansk, which is it, motherfucker? All obtained documents were delivered to the Republic of South Ossetia. There were no losses of personnel during the special operation, the employee of the department reported. So you got troops, you got people from South Ossetia going into Mariupol to take some fucking documents and shit, and then they wrote it all out, and they're like, woof, that was a close one, huh? So they're clearly on the fucking side of Putin, they're up Putin's ass so goddamn far. You don't know where he begins and where they end. Sensitive facilities on the territory of the DPR and LPR. Fighters of the nationalist battalions collected complete information on such objects as checkpoints, general education schools, and preschool institutions, with full addresses for further actions. Wow. So the South Ossetians, as Bibilov, sent people over to Mariupol to find out where the goddamn schools are. Where not just the elementary and the middle schools and the high schools, but where the preschools are. And the checkpoints. Hey, where are your checkpoints and all your preschools at? What the fuck? Anatoly Bibilov drew attention to the fact that some documents were classified as top secret. Some of them are in 3 registers at once. That is, they're classified in the Armed Services, the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the National Guard, and the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. So, holy shit, huh? Look at Bibilov. He's Mr. fucking spy. Mr. Goddamn fucking James Bond over here. Bibilov insisted that he does not trust Georgia's statement that it will not resort to force to settle the conflict. How can we believe Georgia if in 2008 they said they weren't going to intervene by force and they bombed our capital with missile launchers while we were sleeping? Which, that sounds pretty fucked up. He recalled that the South Ossetian elites were completely exterminated in the 1920s when the USSR decided to divide the Ossetian people into North and South. The USSR fucked up a lot of people. They fucked up the Ukrainians. They fucked up the Estonians. USSR was like, I guess because they were just hardcore, diehard communists, they're just going to kill anybody and everybody who got in the way of their, communist ideals. Russian peacekeepers put an end to the conflict after the fall of the USSR. Tbilisi fought a 5-day war with Russia in 2008 over Georgia's breakaway regions of South Ossetia and Abkhazia. Georgia lost control of both the regions, which were later recognized as independent states by Russia. So that's the war that the other guy, what's the other guy's name? Not Bibilov, but Gagloyev. Or Gagloli? I don't know. Gagloyev. Tbilisi counts about 30,000 ethnic Georgians displaced from the wars in South Ossetia on the same order as the current population of the territory. The authorities, so there's 30,000 people in Georgia now, but 30,000 people were exiled or they ran away or something. The authorities in the other Georgian breakaway territory, Abkhazia, said they welcomed South Ossetia's move, but they did not intend to follow suit. So Abkhazia is fine with just being an independent nation, not, one of, not up Russians' asshole, but South Ossetia says they want to move into Putin's asshole, set up camp, and just, live in Putin's asshole for the rest of their days. Tbilisi fought a 5-day war with Russia in 2008 over Georgia's breakaway regions of South Ossetia and Abkhazia. Georgia lost control of both the regions, which were later recognized as independent states by Russia. Okay, good deal. Good deal. So we'll see what happens in a week from now on the 24th. We'll see if Bibilov is able to hold on to his presidency. I'm making a prediction right now. I think that other guy, that Gagloyev, he's got it. He's got it. He beat him on his own, and then those other 3 candidates have thrown their support to him. So if you take those votes, add it to the votes he's already got, he's got, his 50% and then some. Bibilov has got his, but, you never underestimate the goddamn incumbent. Motherfucking, what's his fucking name? Lieberman? Joe Lieberman? He lost the Democratic primary, so then he ran as an independent in the general election, wind up holding on to his, I think, Senate seat. So, yeah, when you, where there's a will, there's a way, huh? When you want it, when you really, really want it, you're going to hold on to it. So we'll see, Bibilov, it's his to lose. It's Bibilov's, he's already lost. It's his to win. So he's the underdog. He is the underdog. It's Gagloyev's to lose at this point. Gagloyev, I think, has got this thing in the bag.